What just happened?
You froze.
We live? Hey, what's up, you dirty nerdy geeks? CJ Hallie. How you doing? She says hi. So we just finished 2 shows, The Mandalorian and The Umbrella Academy. Dang, we already got 5 views. Hey everybody, how's everyone doing? So let's start with The Umbrella Academy because that's the worst one. I hate to say it, but that sucked. That was terrible. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. I don't know about you, but it was not great for
I
me.
have favorite characters, you know.
Oh, we went from 5 viewers to none. That sucks. But all right, that's fine.
That's weird.
Yeah, so The Umbrella Academy. Where do I start? We haven't done a movie review or a TV review in a long time. It's been over a month. We were kind of taking a hiatus, and then we started watching all these really nerdy shows. And I was like, we finished them. Let's review them. So that's what we're doing. The Umbrella Academy. Great idea. From my understanding, amazing comic book. I have not read it. Show does not live up to what everyone was hyping it up to be, in my opinion. What do you think? General basic idea of the show.
Yeah, sometimes it had my attention, sometimes it didn't. It pissed me off.
Yeah, and the acting, the directing, and the writing all fell flat at times, in my opinion. And it was really upsetting because
there's like 3 consistent characters where you're like, yes, like they really move it along.
It's okay to watch. It's like those horror movies that we were watching, the really cheesy ones. It's a really cheesy TV show. Let's be honest. Just like this is a really cheesy YouTube channel. If you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it for 5. You're gonna watch it for Klaus and Ben. That's it. That's all you're gonna watch that show for. Nothing else. Yeah. Everyone else, their lines fall flat. Their directing falls flat. Their emotions fall flat. It just falls flat. Period. Even the cliffhangers, you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? And most of the time, you can guess what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the whole time you're like, oh.
Like, they even go meta at one point, and they're like, all the pieces will fit eventually. Like, they're like, we know it's shitty. Wait till the end. We promise it gets better. They're like halfway through season 2 or something.
They did fix their plot hole that you were concerned about.
They didn't fix it. They didn't fix half their plot holes. But whatever. Who cares, right? Because that's how time works and time jumping. They took time travel and really went the way that you don't want to go with time travel. Because time travel gets sticky. And that shows it. But yeah, so if I was going to rate it, I'd say a 3. Like, if you have nothing else to watch, watch it. And you have 3 good characters to watch. But apart from that.
Yeah, like I'm sure the actor that plays Klaus like has gained a lot of attention from this just because he did the most.
Klaus was great. And so was 5. The teen who plays 5. Great acting.
Yeah.
All around there.
Klaus's and Ben's relationship. Klaus had the most for me, it fell flat emotionally at parts where I would have been like maybe tearing up a little bit or like feeling some like strong feelings for like I normally do with Netflix shows.
She's not lying.
Yeah. Well, like when you get into a good like Stranger Things, like I was very like
don't compare this to Stranger Things.
I was
ever.
very emotionally.
Not you, I'm saying them. Like if you're going to watch a Netflix show,
I'm just
don't
saying
think
like
of this
Netflix. Like I've watched a lot of like I don't know if this is a Netflix original series.
I'm not sure. I didn't check that.
But I've watched like Stranger Things, Orange is the New Black, like all the way through. Very emotionally invested in characters, like 13 Reasons Why.
Seen both seasons. 13 Reasons Why.
Never saw the second season. It was the first season.
Killed you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this not all the characters hold up. And like you want them to emote when they're not emoting, and then they emote when you don't want them to emote, and it's just like, why?
Klaus like had a few like moments where I was like, oh, this is the emotion. The emotional scenes I've been waiting for, because I do like the drama, the
Klaus.
emotion.
They're all Klaus, and sometimes 5. Luther is okay.
They just turned him into a dumbass at the end, though. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Why would he evolve like that?
He evolved backwards.
Like, he's supposed to be, like you said, like Captain America. You know, like they made him a dumbass.
And then they also made
Diego a dumbass.
Diego's stupid too. Like, they just took away both their intelligence, even though they're both supposed to be highly intelligent.
Aren't they like number 1 and number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. But yeah, so a 3. That's what I'm gonna rate Umbrella Academy. A 3. Same with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So watch it if you're bored.
It's like a good, like, if you're like home from school on winter break, like, let me just throw something on. Honestly, it could be like one of those shows that you could just like run in the background while you do things.
Yeah. You don't have to really pay attention. You're still gonna get it because they make the story really convoluted, especially at the beginning of season 2. But it's all simplistic after you start to understand what they mean. So you don't need to pay attention that much, to be honest.
There's gonna be season 3 if they get approved.
They should. They should get approved.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
We'll watch season. We'll be watching season 3.
We're gonna watch
it. To now.
We already saw 2 seasons. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this whole conversation. The new Star Wars TV show, Mandalorian Season 2, just ended on Friday. So that episode that we just watched.
That was on Friday?
Was Friday. Season 2 premiere Friday. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all of Season 2. Do you remember all of Season 2?
I was absent for like probably 2 or 3 episodes just because I stepped away because I wasn't feeling well.
Oh, you don't really need the opening episodes. They do a pretty good job of recapping every episode.
They
the recap.
I get that they like tell him like where he needs to go with the baby.
Child. Yeah. Grogu.
He needs to like summon the Jedis.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right, so let's just talk about the last episode we just watched, the one that just premiered.
It had to do with.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Freaking 180 from like the last show, because we literally finished the Umbrella Academy, and then you were like, "Oh, we have 3 new episodes of The Mandalorian because we've been having a lazy day today." So like it was a complete freaking 180 with the emotions.
Yeah. So as anyone who's ever watched anything with me knows, if I see plot holes, if I see bad directing, if I see bad acting, I'm like, why is this falling flat here? I'm invested right here. Why is this part falling flat? And The Mandalorian was not out of my crosshairs for all these other episodes. I was calling them out, and I was like, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, but I am not a Star Wars fanboy after Disney bought them. Love Star Wars. I just have not been following the newest stuff that they've done.
You sound like Eric Foreman
and here's gonna give me even more hate. My favorite episodes are 1, 2, and 3 because that was my growing up with Star Wars. I watched 4, 5, and 6 to start with before 1, 2, and 3 even came out with my dad, who is the one that introduced me to Star Wars. And that's when I fell in love with Star Wars. But then we got to go to the movie theaters and watch Star Wars. And now I'm not hating on Disney. I enjoy that they did that for the current generation of kids. They got to go to the movies and watch Star Wars happen in front of them on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's like unlike anything you'll ever see in the theaters, watching Star Wars. It's great.
It gets you the start, like, you can't. I think anyone can like Star Wars, whether they're like a nerd or a geek or whatever. Like, you can go into it completely hating like anything nerdy, but then like you'll get into Star Wars. Like, just even watching The Mandalorian, I'm coming into it with no Star Wars background. Just like I know like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Like,
she knows of Star Wars. Basically.
Yeah, but I don't know like the whole plot line. and you can
We're
still
getting there. We're gonna do a whole marathon. It's gonna be
you
great.
can still like get into it.
I do, however, have a problem with how Disney operates Star Wars. I'm not a huge fan, just like a lot of fans are, I guess, nowadays. It's very split. It's either you freaking are diehard Star Wars, no matter who owns it, or you're not.
You're kind of being petty.
I saw 7. That was my Disney movie experience. I saw episode 7. And that killed it for me. You know, I'm not a fan of the direction Disney went. I understand.
They just like sprinkle too much Disney into it. Like it just had
pretty
too much like magic.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it magic. I would say they took the magic away.
Oh, they took it away.
To make it more corporate. You know, to make it more likable for more audiences, but killing what makes Disney Disney. Or to make what Star Wars is Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we were having this conversation where I think they were too heavily focused on getting more different groups of people in to watch Star Wars rather than making the characters feel whole. What's the best way to put that, would you say? Like, I think they put too much spotlight on all their new characters when they should have just let them be characters. Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't know because I'm not.
You haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
I do know what you mean though by like Disney did what Disney does.
Look at Mulan. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think Mulan was bad. The live action. I just know you can't compare it to the original.
Yeah.
Even though they're both Disney properties.
It's like if Disney like bought out like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, like you'd be able to tell like watching the shows, right, you'd be like, oh, like this is a little bit different.
And that's that's not the problem. It's I don't know how to pinpoint the exact problems that what Disney did to take it away. And I'm all for going at new routes to make Star Wars because you can only have the same storyline going on so long. But I didn't like a lot of it. And I know the arguments back and forth. I've read them all, been a part of some of them. Oh, the whiny fanboy from this one is like as whiny as Luke. Like, yeah, Luke was whiny, and I will be the first one to shit on Luke Skywalker all day, every day. But let me get back to that in what we're going to talk about with the Mandalorian. I'm going to save my Luke hate just a few seconds.
Luke, I am your father.
It's no, Luke, I am your father. This is the actual line. It's one of those Mandela effect things, though, because everyone else remembers it as Luke, I am your father. But it's actually, the line's actually, no, Luke, I am your father.
The only vivid scene I can remember from like the movies that I like ever watched is the scene where who was it? Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Like is fighting the volcano, that lava.
Oh, episode 3.
With Anakin.
Yeah.
Fucking defeats him. That's when Anakin
turns him into
burns.
Turns him into Darth Vader.
Yeah. I vividly
it's over,
remember
Anakin.
That.
I have
and
the
like,
high ground.
I remember watching when I was a little girl, and I was like, "Damn, Anakin Skywalker is cute as fuck."
Yeah, the actor. What's his name? It's like Christian something.
That was like one of my first like celebrity crushes. Like Anakin Skywalker.
He's a cute kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's older than both of us.
Yeah.
He's almost 40 now, right?
I haven't checked up on him. I don't know.
Henderson or something.
I just remember watching it like, damn, he's real cute, and like that's all I can remember.
Yeah, he got a lot of flack for his role in Star Wars. He hated Star Wars for a little while. I think he finally likes it again. No, like I said, I love 1, 2, and 3. I think they are great, even with their little holes in them. But that's my childhood. That's what I grew up. That's my Star Wars. All right, let's talk about this season finale of Mandalorian. And then I'll throw all my hate right in the middle of that. What do you think of the season finale?
I had no problems with it, honestly. I was
stark
very
contrast in the acting. Like Disney did a great job in comparison to whoever did Umbrella Academy. Stark contrast. The acting is much better.
Oh yeah, the
The music, everything.
the tone that they
The
set.
directing, the writing, all better.
Like the Mandalorian
Yeah.
delivers so much emotion you can't even see his face, but like he delivers it.
Just all acting.
And
Through a
then when
helmet.
he takes off his like when
Helmet.
he takes off the helmet, and then you
Yes.
actually get to see the emotion on his face. That's what I was
When
like,
he's crying.
oh yeah. That's what I was like, oh god.
Okay, so this episode revolved around trying to get the child back from what was it? Moth-Hidian?
Mephidian.
Or yeah, Moth-Hidian.
Empire person, right?
Yeah, he's working for the Empire, who is trying to gain power again, and blah blah blah. And you know, they go onto his Imperial ship, and you know they're fighting, and the Death Troopers are now Dark Troopers, and they're droids now instead of people, and they're even more vicious because they're Death Troopers. Blah blah blah. Right? And so you know, Mando's with who is it? An assassin, another bounty hunter who turned good guy.
New Republic.
New Republic soldier? No, she's like a commander now.
Yeah.
And then 2 factioned off Mandalorians who don't follow the old way. They're like the new Mandalorians. And then all the females, they go make the distraction, take the ship, while our Mando goes and tries to find the child. Groku, right?
Groku.
It's not Groki. Because Groki's a Pokemon.
Grogu?
Groku.
Grogu.
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 It's 2 G's.
We
Star Wars.
can't get it right. We just call him the child or the baby.
The child. Baby Yoda. So he goes to try to find him, and lo and behold, he's in the cell with the Moff Gideon dude, and Moff Gideon somehow got the Darksaber, which is the first Mandalorian Jedi created that lightsaber, and became Mandalorian history that whoever wields it is the leader of the Mandalorians, and you have to wield it by defeating your opponent who previously had it. It started back in the Clone Wars back in 2010. So anyone who knows Star Wars knows the Darksaber. It's one of the few lightsabers that actually looks like an actual sword, and it's jet black in stark comparison to the reds and greens and the purple one, because there's only one purple, the yellows, the blues. You know, so it's crazy. It's black saber. You know, Mandalorians have it. It's their leader, but he's wielding it. Like, I'm gonna kill the kid, and so he's like, if you just leave, I'll let you have the kid. And he's like, all right, cool. And he goes to pick up the kid, strikes him with the saber. Duh, everyone saw that coming. Every single freaking person in the world saw that coming. You saw it coming, right? You knew he was gonna do that?
Yeah.
Obviously, right? Yeah.
He's not one of those bad guys that like all
is
of a
honorable.
sudden turns good. Like he's from the Empire. He's a piece of shit.
It's garbage. So they had their little duel, and you know, Mando gets the Darksaber and the child. And then the Death Troopers come back because Mando had let them out into space. Oh, you know, oh, they're gone. And it's supposed to be relieving because he doesn't have to fight all of them.
I was relieved. I didn't know they were going to come back.
Because 2 episodes before, we forget that they had rocket boosters. And they're also droids, so they don't need to breathe in space.
I just thought they would have been sucked out in space. But
yeah, they got sucked out, and then they flew back.
They're like spaceships.
Yeah, the droids, the robots. So they reloaded in the ship. Everyone's freaking out, locking all the blast doors. And they're like, what are we going to do? They're going to kill us. It's a whole platoon. And then all of a sudden, an X-Wing shows up.
Yeah.
Freaking X-Wing shows up. And they're like, please state who you are before you board. And just freaking boards anyways. Whatever. Boards the ship. Out comes this dude wearing Jedi robes.
Yeah.
and then vroom, comes out a lightsaber, and you're like, oh shit,
Ooh,
it's the Jedi. Like,
coming for the child.
Ahsoka is in this show, which she can't appreciate because she doesn't watch Clone Wars. But I think they did really great with Ahsoka. If you haven't watched the series, Ahsoka tells them to bring the child to this ancient pillar so that way his force can go into the universe and have Jedis find him. That's it. So eventually, we find out a Jedi found the child's force signature, and now has tracked him to this ship. And he just goes ham on all these droids, just starts tearing them apart. Freaking force pushes and fucking chops and slashes, just tearing them up.
He did what he had to do.
And without breaking a sweat, like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
It was a pretty good scene. This whole, like, however long it was, like the last 10 minutes. It's good.
They whipped their asses.
I was invested in it.
Then they open the blast doors. Takes off his hood.
Fucking Luke Skywalker.
There's fucking young Luke Skywalker standing in front of him. Now, don't sit here and think, oh, they aged Mark Hamill back. They did not.
They aged him back.
They did not do that.
Did they, like, use their time machines and they, like, actually made him
No, I mean, they have CGI.
I know.
It does that a lot. They do that a lot. But they did not do that this time. They just straight CGI'd his face on some other dude's body, which is weird.
I thought they did a good job.
If it's standing still, it looks like an amazing drawing of Luke Skywalker, is what it looks like. But then his mouth starts moving and not completely in sync with the words coming out.
Oh, you're looking too closely. He's being so he's being so critical of this right now.
I'm not being. It's a great scene. I'm not saying the scene is not great. The scene is amazing. But anytime they focus directly on his face, it's kind of hard to watch. It kind of hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't even focused on that. I was just focused on the fact that the Mandalorian
because you were covered in tears. You were the exact audience.
I had to say goodbye.
You're the exact audience. Your eyes and your face, everything was pouring.
You said liquids. You were gonna cry.
I was gonna cry, but I didn't. And I could still see Luke Skywalker's terrible mouth movements.
You should have cried.
I was gonna. It would have helped. It would have helped blur my vision and not see that terrible CGI on the mouth part.
I don't think it's terrible.
It's pretty bad.
It's not terrible.
I've seen better from Disney, but that's a different story. So yeah, it's a great scene. You know, Mando gives the child to Luke, and everyone's crying. Child saying goodbye. Luke saying, "May the force be with you." Mando takes his helmet off in front of everyone, first time. He does it in front of all his crewmates.
Yeah, because
this is the third time he took his off. Yeah, so
help him say it's okay to go.
He was crying, and she's crying. Everyone's crying.
Because it was emotional.
It was very emotional. This was a great emotion scene. Take notice, Umbrella Academy.
I won't compare. They don't have a child like that. You know,
they don't have emotion like that. They don't have directing like that. They don't have writing like that. Now let me get into my nitpicking. This is the most badass I've seen Luke Skywalker ever be, ever. Ever. Luke Skywalker is known for being shitty as a Jedi. He's terrible at using the Force. He has never won a lightsaber duel.
Well, Dan, did he get stronger? I
mean,
he did.
After Vader was dead, I guess he was just like, well, I guess now I can get better, even though Vader's dead now. Son of a bitch.
Vader died.
It's not even in a movie. Like, he straight murks all these hard freaking ass droids and slashing them and spinning and force pushing and like doing all the shit Jedi's supposed to do, looking badass doing it, not even breaking a sweat, keeping the hoods up and just fucking being a badass Jedi.
Keep the hood up.
And it's not even in a movie. It's in a freaking TV show that not everyone could watch because it's on Disney Plus. Oh, it upsets me because Luke Skywalker sucked balls. Like, he was the worst.
Balls.
He was the worst freaking Jedi.
Well, who the fuck did you want it to be if it was a Jedi?
I don't know. One of them, I don't know.
Like, did you want it to be
maybe
like
Samuel L. Jackson came back from
like
the dead.
an older species of what the child is, like Yoda?
No. I want maybe Sam Jackson would have been probably better, to be honest. They brought back Boba Fett. Can you believe they brought back Boba Fett?
If it was Samuel L. Jackson, like we would have both fell out the fucking couch.
I would have died. I would have been so happy. Seeing that purple lightsaber, I've been like, oh my god. I would have literally cried then. And he'd been like, give me the child, motherfucker.
Like, you would have been crying like as he's like defeating the Death Troopers.
Yeah, I would have been crying just the moment it showed the purple saber. I would just been like just sobbing. Like, oh my god, they brought him back too. No, oh my god, it's amazing. But yeah. It was nice though. The last few episodes we got to see Boba Fett back in the flesh, not dead from the sandworms. So
you still want to know like how
I did. They never explain it. They never explain how he escaped. It's still a mystery. But whatever, who cares, right? I guess. Somehow his armor escaped before him and they got separated. I don't know. It's a big old plot hole. Whatever. They brought him back for nostalgia reasons. That's the only reason. Same thing with Luke. It's all nostalgia.
Yeah.
But
even
I'm happy about it.
That was. I was like, well, that's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, it's young Mark Hamill. It's super famous. But yeah. Definitely watch Mandalorian. Mandalorian is 5 out of 5 for reals, in my opinion. Even though you haven't seen everything and you were pretty uninvested up until the last 3 episodes. What would you rate it?
No, I watched the first season with you.
Yeah, but you complained. Let's be honest.
No, I didn't complain. I never complained watching it.
A little bit.
No, I didn't. I never complained watching it.
Okay. What would you rate it then?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
I don't know. Maybe it was just because I had you explaining things to me.
I explained the shit out of everything. She'd ask any question.
Like, oh, who's this? You wouldn't even give me a chance to like prosecute. But oh shit, that's so and so. That's so and so. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I get hyped for some nostalgic Star Wars stuff. But yeah, that was it. Those are our ratings for the 2 shows that just ended in our opinions. Hope you enjoyed. You guys take it easy. Love you guys. Peace out, squad. Be good. And we'll be back next week with. Can you just duck down real quick? I want to show them. It's a secret. Duck down. Not for you. It's for what the next video is going to be. Just watch. Duck down. Just duck your head down.
Why?
Just duck your head down.
Why?
Because I'm showing them something. Duck your head down.
Why is it a secret to me?
It's not a secret to you. I just said it not to you.
Then why are you making me duck my head down?
So they can see it. Duck your head down. Right there. Bam. Those are what we're going to be doing next week.
What is it?
Oh, look behind you. You just happened to be in the way. That's why you had to duck your head down. All the Pokemon cards.
Oh.
Charlotte's going to be here. That's going to be our Christmas episode. All right, guys. Peace out. Love you guys.
You scared me.
Bye. Meow. Cats are being crazy back there.